first light at Chateau Ponsac. First day. I've only got one rod set up because Chloe's still asleep in the van and I forgot to get all my stuff out at the back of it, and I don't really want to wake her up at this time in the morning. Yeah, I think I might just leave that. I'm here for a week anyway, so plenty of time. Yeah, it's a beautiful little place, to be fair. It's a little 4-acre lake at the top here, and then there's a little stream that goes down and connects to the there's a bigger lake down there. You can just about see it through the trees. And there's old Sid the scarecrow over there, trying to keep the cormorants at bay. Alright, Sid? Yeah, and we got here late last night. Yeah, there's a fair few fish moving along this bank here, just opposite this bush. Yeah, Dave, the bailiff, he's a nice bloke. He's basically explained to me, yeah, there's fish up to 60 pound in here. There's grass carp to about 40, commons to about 50. I basically said I'd be ecstatic with a 20, so he said it should be okay, but it is February and it's winter, so they're not as active as they would be in sort of March, April onwards. But I'm relatively confident I'll have at least one out, I think. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But as always, it's a good challenge for me, so let's see how we go. I will be in contact. Well, it's always the way. I was halfway through putting my bivvy up and the rod fucking screamed off like a motherfucker, and I don't know if it's going to break 20, but it's a lovely looking mirror. Wee big mirror dog. But I'm going to unhook it. I'm going to have to wake Chloe up, get a picture of it and put it straight back. But result, oh hell yeah, not bad. What's the time? It's a decent fight. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger than it is. It's 9:15, so I reckon that probably took about 5 to 9 o'clock. It kept just running around in circles, but beautiful result. First day, first morning, fish in the bank. I will be back. It looked a lot smaller in the water. Woo! Alright.
Is that your biggest fish?
Yeah, I'd say so. First day, first morning. The bailiff actually said to fish the far bank, but I was noticing there was a lot of fish moving last night on this bank, so this morning first thing I did is drag it in, cast on the spot, threw in about 6 to 10 boilies, bang. Oh yeah, this is what you come to France for. Oh shit. Oh, come here, mate. There we go. Look at that. That's a beauty. Look at the length, girth on that. That's a big fish. $22.8. New PB. Get it! Welcome to In the Bivvy with Joe. It's pissing down rain, which is typical. You'd get that, but it's me. It's always going to happen. But I've got the other rod out. Chloe managed to wake up and take a few pictures for me of that first fish, so that's good. Coming at 22.8, so that's not bad. It's probably my PB, to be fair, so good start. First day, first morning, it was about 9 o'clock, 9:15. I think, what's the time now? Quarter to 11. I haven't had anything since, but I've literally only just cast the second rod out. I haven't really been a bit skittish trying to get my bivvy up, set up and all that, but confidence is high, so that's always a good thing. So yeah, hopefully we'll have something soon. Yeah, I'm in France, bitch. Oi, well, it's all set up now. So I haven't had I've had one nudge since I've passed that second rod out. But I just thought I'd give you a run through. I'm English, but I've lived in Australia for about the last 10 to 11 years or so. So I'm a bit out of touch, and everyone sort of done a lot of research. There's a lot of chod rigs and bolt rigs, helicopter rigs, and things like that. But I wanted to keep it quite basic and sort of what I was used to doing when I was back here when I was about 12 to 13, real basic sort of thing. Basically all I'm doing is a bolt rig, but I'm just using ESP pre-done hair rigs, strip tees, as well as just your normal sink link, and I'm just basically tying that straight on with a free-lining Fox pair lead, 1 ounce and 2 ounce. I didn't want to go too heavy. I don't have to cast that far here, and I don't like the thought of that heavy lead sort of when I'm trying to fight the fish, as well as the weight of the lead sort of dragging me down as such. But all I'm doing is I've got fluorocarbon straight through and mono straight through on both the Shimanos. I've got a Shimano Biomaster GT, and Avios, I think the other one is. The Biomaster's got the fluorocarbon on, and the Avios has just got this straight mono, basically 15 pound on that one. And so basically all I'm doing is putting on that as a free running lead, tying straight onto the hair rig, and then just putting a very lightly squeezed on split shot, and I mean lightly, just because obviously if I do crack off, I don't want to tether a fish up. Yeah, basically it's just a safety thing. I've got a minimal amount of gear. Most of it is still 11 years old. I picked it up from my uncle, and it literally hasn't been touched since I left, which is quite cool. It's a bit sort of nostalgia sort of thing, seeing all the old gear again. But yeah, no, it doesn't seem to be doing too badly for the amount of bites and sort of bleeps, and the one run I had last night that I did lose. I mean, I've had 2 runs, I've hooked 1, lost 1, so it's not bad really. For bait wise, I'm using both halibut, where is it? There we go, halibut, 16mm halibuts. These guys are the Berkeley's buzz bait. To be fair, I haven't actually started using these yet, but I'm here for a week, so I will eventually start using them. Mixing up, again, this is a bit old school. I know most people just stick with the straight PVA bags, which I have got and I am using. But I'm just mixing up a bit of this as well. It's carp mix. Basically, it was all the tackle shop had in Dover, so I don't know a hell of a lot about it, but we'll see what we can do with it. And I just mixed in with some bit of sweet corn, casters, and a couple of maggots in there as well, just to make it a bit different. On the ones I've actually caught with are these, which are the Legends. The Legends boilies, and they're basically a berry mix. They've got hemp in them. I'll grab a couple out. Hang on. Again, 16s, and I got the bigger ones. They're about 20 there. Really pungent strawberry smell, and you can see all the hemps and the bits of seeds and particles in them. So they're a pretty good. They're a pretty good boilie, to be fair. I mean, I've never used them before. I got given them from someone else who'd come to France before. Simon, well done, mate. Yeah, no, they seem to be really well, working really well. So hoping we'll have a few more fish, but we'll see what happens. And last night there was a lot of fish moving around this bank, but bailiff Dave told me to fish the far bank, and I only fished 1 rod because we got here and it was dark, so I didn't have enough time to set both of them up. And the whole time I was sort of, I want to reel this in, but I didn't want to scare any fish that were off that far bank. But no, it should be good. I'm hoping. I've already got my PB of 20. Well, it was 23.8 with the in the net, and the net weighs a pound, so 22.8. So hopefully, as the days go on towards the end of the week, I'll keep notching up that PB, so that'd be brilliant. But yeah, real basic stuff. I'm not using choddies or helicopters or anything really complicated as such. I mean, I know Danny Fairbrass and the like won't like me saying that, but I don't think you need it. The wind's blowing into my bank, which is always good for any kind of fishing. And I'm just basically presenting it straight, smack bang on the bottom. Obviously, as the weather changes and the week goes on, I may change it. Like I said last night, there was a lot of crashing and thrashing around on the surface, so I mean, I've still got a bit of bread and things like that, and I wouldn't mind going real old school, just with straight through to a hook and see what I can do with a slowly floating bit of bread coming down. But at the moment, I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to keep as is and hope for the best. So keep tuned.